everybody. How's it going? I hope you guys are having a great day today. I hope that you have been up and moving and are getting out and enjoying this beautiful sunshine. All right. So, we need to do gymnastics today, right? We need to keep ourselves staying strong and moving forward, even though we are under quarantine, we're not able to go to the gym. So, we need to start by getting warmed up, and we'll do a kind of short warm up. And then we're going to go on and we're going to go back to a little bit. We're going to practice some of our basics. At the gym, I like to go back and practice some basics semi-regularly because basics are super important, right? You can always do basics to improve your skills for down the line. If you have a great forward roll, eventually you're going to have a great front tuck, right? If you have the correct body position, it'll make it better and easier later. It's never good to get to the gym and realize that you have been doing something wrong the whole time you've been trying it. Sometimes that comes from trying it on your trampoline and not knowing the correct body positions and the correct basics in order to do it. So today we're going to go over all of our skills or some of our skills, and we'll go back through the basics. So that way you're remembering them, you're refreshed, and hopefully we stay moving forward. Okay? All right. So let's get started. Here we go. Everybody up. All right. So let's start by running. Yep. We got to start by getting our body warmed up, our muscles warmed up, because if we go from just laying down and doing nothing, our body isn't warmed up very well, and it might hurt us. It's not cool. All right, here we go. Up, knees up, higher, higher. Try and get them up really high. Good. Now I want you to turn around and go kick your booty. Just imagine you're going across the blue floor at the gym. Yep, I wish we were there too. All right, now let's do 3 jumps and a tuck jump. Ready? 1, 2, 3, tuck jump. 1, 2, 3, tuck jump. 1, 2, 3, tuck jump. All right, let's do them backwards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, tuck jump. 1, 2, 3, tuck jump. 1, I got a little dizzy. 1, 2, 3, tuck jump. All right, good. Feels like our body's a little bit warmed up. So let's get ready for our stretches. All right, let's start with pointing and flexing our toes 10 times. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right, let's roll out our ankles. Hands on your toes. The other hand is actually on your ankle. This is not doing anything. I want you to try and rotate that ankle around and make it stretch. Right? Good. Okay. On to the other side. Switch ankles. Good. Now make sure you're also going backwards, going the other direction. Good. And let's go onto our wrists. Ready? Make your hands go out in stars. 1, 2, 3. Making sure our elbows are really straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And up and down. Remember, we'll get that synovial fluid going. And turn sideways. And hammers. Good. This is just getting the fluid in our joints moving. And let's do our shoulder stretches. Everybody knows this is my favorite. All right. Now let's do our neck. I want you to lean forward. Now we're not going to lean our head backwards because that's not really good for our neck. So let's lean forward though. And let's roll it, put our ear on our shoulder and over to the other side. And lean forward and around. And back to the other side one more time. Good job. All right, perfect. Now, we did our shoulders, our ankles. Oh, we need to get ready for some splits, don't we? Gymnastics always has a little bit of splits in it. So let's get on that favorite knee, and we're going to push our hips forward, trying to get our shoulders square, and pushing backwards, making our legs straight, and leaning forwards. And here we go. We're going to slide down into those splits. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Come out and switch legs. And lean forward. Pushing down. See that straight line from my knee to my other knee? That's what I want to see. Shouldn't look like that. You're not stretching anything. You should feel this here. It should feel the stretch right here. And lean backwards. Stretches here. Ooh. Feels good. All right, here we go. Slide into those splits again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And come out. And let's go into those middle splits. Ready? And all the way down. And knees out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. All right. Good job, guys. All right. Now I want you to lay down on your back, and we're getting ready for bridges. All right. Everybody on their backs. Yeah, I know this is not your favorite thing. Some of you really like this. So remember, if you're working on your back bend kickover, keep going, pushing your shoulders over your hands, but let's stretch it out first. Ready? And lay down on your back, bending your knees, and hands by your ears, and pushing up your belly button up to the ceiling. Oh my goodness, can't even talk today. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and bridge up. And come down. Good. Tuck and roll. Always roll out your back. And one more time. Hands on the floor. And bridge up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And bridge up. And come down. Tuck and roll. Good job. Okay. So back to those basics, right? We got to get to it. So one of the first things that we work on all the time, which is going to be very easy for some people and not so easy for the others, is a forward roll. Should be easy for most of us. So I want you to think about making it a little bit harder. If you have a super good forward roll, I want you to make it a little bit longer. Whether you have, I'm going to use a hula hoop today on just this skill. Well, maybe a couple others. But what I'm trying to do is make you reach out into the center. I want you to take about 4 steps back from the hula hoop or from the blanket. If you have a blanket, I have a blanket too. This will work just as well. There we go. I want you to take about 4 steps back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want you to put your arms up, and I want you to put your hands out, and we're going to tuck over this. A forward roll should always be a tuck forward roll, should always be done in a tuck position. There is also a straddle forward roll. And if you're super good at these, you can do a pike forward roll. If you reach your hands really far out and try and push up, keeping your legs together, you can make it. But let's do our basics in our tuck forward roll. Tuck, bend our knees, push out, roll, and stand up. Now, guess what? I didn't do that very good, did I? Well, the roll itself was okay, but I didn't tuck my feet under and stand up really quickly, reaching forward. So let's try that again. Here we go. Arms up, hands out, reach. I'm going to back up a little bit. Reach, bend, tuck, up. Hey, that one was better. See how I'm getting better? And when I go to do that front tuck on the trampoline, or maybe when we get back into the gym, into the pit, I can spin a little bit faster because my body is in the correct body position. That's why it's super important that we learn those basics. If you can keep your body tucked in, you're going to be able to do the skill better when you get started doing the tougher skills. Okay, so we did our tuck forward roll. Now, let's move on to like the next step, which you don't need these as much. And we'll move these over for just a little bit later. Let's work on our handstands. Remember, we need a lunge, lever, handstand, lever, lunge. It helps us to control our bodies. I know that it seems like that's a lot of different pieces, but we're helping to control our bodies as we're going through the skill. Okay, so get in that lunge position. I'm gonna tuck in my t-shirt. All right, perfect. Arms up, lunge, lever, handstand, lever, lunge. Now I was a little crooked. I was kind of on my right side more than I was on my left side. I always want to try and keep it even. So let's do this 3 more times. 3. Ready? And lunge, lever, whoops, handstand, lever, lunge. Now I didn't keep my handstand very long, did I? Nope. So let's keep going. That's 2. Lever. Oh, that's better. 3. Good, I got my feet all the way up there, didn't I? And I stayed tight. Who remembers how to balance on their hands? You use your fingertips to push, right? So when we get all the way up, we push using our fingertips. All right, that was 3. Lever. 4. And 1 more. 5. Good job, guys. You're rock stars at that. Remember, again, reason we do great handstands is they're in our cartwheels, they're in our round-offs, they're in our back walkovers, they're all over. We do handstands on beam, we do handstands on bars. It's all important, okay? All right, so we'll move on to that cartwheel. Now, going to grab that hula hoop again, because this is going to help stretch our cartwheels out. Now, I told you in our beam series that when we're doing our cartwheels, the longer you make it and where you put your eyes, where you can see your foot land, that's one of the keys. All right, so you start in your lunge. You want your hands to go in the middle, so you need to back up just a little bit so you know your hands are going to reach into the middle. And we're trying to do a cartwheel over, okay? Trying to make it super long. The hula, you don't even need the hula hoop or the blanket. You can do the same thing, both with both things. It's just, it helps you visually to know where you're going and help stretch you out. This is like when we draw the chalk lines on the floor at the gym. However, I'm not drawing chalk lines on my floor. Not happening. I bet your mom won't let you draw chalk lines on her carpeting or her floor either. So, arms up, lunge, reach all the way along, and make it a super long cartwheel. Okay? All right, so let's try it again. I'm going to back it up just a little bit and try and go sideways so you can see me. Super long helps to control. Length is key when we're tumbling. Long and go. All the way across and finish. Okay? Let's do it 4 more times. That was 1. Lunge and cartwheel. 2. Lunge. 3. Some of you have gotten smart and are done because you're not walking back around the hula hoop. I'm starting over at the same side each time. 4, one more, 5. Now, what's the next thing? The other side cartwheel. You're right. Most of you don't like doing those. When I tell you have to do your cartwheel on the other side, I get a whole lot of, Coach Sabra, I don't want to do that. I don't know how. Sure you do. It's just something we don't practice very often. Put that unfavorite leg in front, hands down, and then kick your legs over a little bit. If you need to start and do it a little bit at a time, that's fine. But I want you to see my unfavored side cartwheel. And if I can do it, I'm 105. Okay, maybe almost 106. Close. I'm going to go here, lunge. This is my unfavored cartwheel. Ready? And woo! Oh my goodness. That was pretty awesome. Okay, I want to see yours. You can send me videos at Sabra, S-A-B-R-A, at summitsportscenter.com. I want to see those videos. Okay. I say that word a lot, don't I? Yeah. Well, let's move on. We've done our cartwheels. Now, the other thing that you can do with the hula hoop, without the hula hoop, the next skill that we would work on is a round off, right? We start here, put our hands in the center, and we put our feet together on the other side. And we're pushing off through our shoulders to get our feet down. I really don't want it. Now I'm going to tell you that if I had to do this round off and it were here in my living room, I'm not going to do it as well as I do it at the gym. So I'm going to show you the not correct way to do this. Ready? I don't want to see this. Did you see my hand move around and my feet just pike down? That's a cartwheel pike down. That is not a round off. Okay? Your arms should be up. You should be reaching into the center of the hula hoop. Snap your feet together and snap your feet down and land on that other side. Now I will tell you, this will be easier either on your trampoline, or if you have an air track, on the plain carpeting, or downstairs. Like if I were downstairs in my bonus or in my living room, I have hard floors. Not so easy. On the grass, not so easy. But if you're doing it on the trampoline, you better have good form because it should be much easier. Okay, you should be pushing through your shoulders, push, and stand up out of your round off with your feet together. Okay, all right. So let's move on. Let me move this out of the way. Whoop. Perfect. Okay. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about again today is your back walkovers. I've seen some videos, people showing me their back walkovers, and I'm so excited that you're doing them. I love that you're working on your back bend kickover, but I'm seeing one really bad habit that I want to go away. All right? What I'm seeing is I don't want you to have all of your weight on both feet. And I don't want your back to sag. So I want your foot to be lifting here and you to squeeze right through your core muscles, right through here, nice and tight, and lift up and over. You want to pretend you're going over something and you are squeezing your stomach muscles as you're going over. The tighter your core is, the better your balance is going to be. All right? I would love for you to take a video of it and watch it. You don't have to send it to me. If you want to, you can, and I'll send you some comments back. Like, you can say, hey, Coach Sabra, watch this video. Sabra, S-A-B-R-A, at summitsportscenter.com, and I'll send you back some things that I want you to work on. I don't mind doing that. You just tell me. But what I'm seeing is right here, they go up, and all of a sudden they drop their back, right? They drop their back instead of lifting through their core and using their shoulders. Sometimes we don't understand that's where the motion actually comes from, is from up here in their shoulders, not in their lower backs. If you're going to sag and come down into your back, it's eventually going to hurt your back. I'm going to tell you, my back doesn't always feel real great. I've got some things that I did while I was doing gymnastics that have caused me some extra pain, And guess what? I don't want you to have them. So what I want you to do is tighten that core, lift all the way up, reach up, squeeze that belly, and pull that toe over. Remember, it's the toe, not the knee, right? I should not see any back walkovers going over the top like this. It's not pretty. I don't want to see it. Get your legs straight. Pull with your toe. Gravity will work and you will make it all the way over, I promise. Just keep your legs tight and your booty tight, right? That's that core that we're working right now. Okie dokie pokey rokey smokies. So we've done our back walkovers. If you are ready to move on to your back handspring, Coach Leslie has some wonderful tips on back walkovers and back handsprings under our virtual content at summitsportscenter.com. You'll actually have to go to the events section, and there's if you go to events, it says virtual content, and she's got all of these videos. So you can learn your back handspring while you're here. And she's got other videos for you to work on. So she's got drills for cartwheels and round-offs, and they're just going to help you to get stronger and better every single day. All right, so let's do some conditioning before we go today to keep us really strong. Let's go ahead and we can start with our plank. Ready? Starting right here, I'm going to tuck in my shirt again. Okay, hang on. I'm going to wait till the second hand goes up. Yesterday I was looking for a clock and I didn't have it. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? And go up. Okay, remember, we're just working our shoulders over our hands, staying nice and tight, working on that core. This is going to help us strengthen it for our back walkovers, our cartwheels, our handstands, and we're just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. We're going to stay in it for a minute. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, right? Right. Did you have a good Easter? I want to hear. We had a good Easter, other than the fact that it rained all day, but that's okay. We were watering a lot of plants, right? Made our creek fill up outside. Almost done. You can make it. You can make it. I keep saying that, but it hasn't turned yet. Come on, we can make it. You can do it too. Oh, there it went. Good. Down. Woo. Shoo. Okay. All right, now we're going to move on to our push-ups. You ready? We're going to do 10 push-ups. Here we go. Shoulders. Actually, we've done 10 several times, so let's move on to our 12. And everybody up. And let's do 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. Man, I did the ninja one just before this, and that was a bit rough to go on top of this. Although Coach Christian, a little bit stronger than me, he did it too. Okay, now, oh bless. I'm going to give myself a second to take a deep breath. You might need to get a drink. You might need to take just a moment. Okay, all right. Let's keep going. Are you ready? I know I heard a lot of no's, but I'm not really worried about it. Right, I'm never really worried about you telling me no. Here we go. We're going to do our tuck-ups or our hollow hold. So I want you to lay on your back, and we're just going to lift our shoulders up really tall, just like this. And we're going to lift up our feet, and we're going to bounce. Actually, I'd like you just to bounce on your booty. If you're not able to just bounce on your booty, you can put your shoulders down, but not your head. And we're going to try and hold it up for the count of 20. Ready? And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! That was rough. Now, everybody roll over onto their bellies. Yep. We're going to arch up hold this time. Ready? 20 seconds. Same thing. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! Man, that's a bit rough. Not really. We can make that. We can make that. Okay. Now, I am going to have to leave about a minute early. Well, I don't usually put a time down, but we try to do it for about 30 minutes. I'm going to have to leave by 11:59 because I actually have pre-team after this too. So let's go ahead and let's stretch a little bit. Since we have been doing our workouts, let's stretch, putting our arms back and trying to lean forward. And down. And show me a shoulder stretch this way. And a seal stretch this way. Now I want you to push up into the downward dog. So push up onto your feet and lower down. Walk your hands all the way out and walk them back in. And I want you to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Your vertebrae are those little things in your spine that protect your spine. And you want to pretend that your back is kind of like a string of pearls, a string of beads, and they're going to go up one at a time. So let's try it again. Ready? And roll it up. Good. All right. Stretch out your shoulders. Whew. Man, that was a good job, guys. I'm really proud of how hard you've been working. Okay, well, I have to go. I hope you guys have had a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great one, guys.